Hello, friends. Mrs. Taima here. Welcome to part 1 of your reading lesson for today. Today, Miss Spears will start our lesson by reviewing the main topics from sections of the text that you have learned so far. She will be asking questions and helping you answer those questions so you can identify the important message of the text. Feel the wind. Then, when you are done identifying the important message, you have 2 options of how you will share with your teacher what that important message was. If you click on the next slide, you will see you have a text box here and it says the important message from Feel the Wind is, so you can either type your message here in this box, or you can write it in your journal and insert a picture of your important message on this slide, okay? So get that done with Miss Spears, and then we're going to meet back for part 2 and talk about what we're going to be doing in part 2 here in just a minute. See you soon.
Hello, first grade friends, and welcome back to Wit and Wisdom in Sync. My name is Tanisha Spears, and I'm excited to jump into our lesson. But before we do, let's make sure you have your materials ready. For this lesson, you will need your copy of the text, Feel the Wind, if you have one. You'll need your Wit and Wisdom in Sync journal and a pencil. We'll also be using Assessment 6A today, but I'll show that to you on the screen. Pause the video now if you need to gather your materials. In previous work, you identified the main idea and key details in the text, and you used various sources to do research. Today, we'll continue with research, and we'll also be thinking about the important message as well as choosing details for your informative paragraph. The question that will frame our learning for today is, what is the important message in this text? Now think, what do we call the most important idea that the author of an informational text wants us to learn? Think, what do we call the most important idea that the author of an informational text wants us to learn? I bet you said the important message, and you'd be correct. The important message is the most important idea that the author of an informational text wants us to learn. So today you will work to discover the important message of the text, Feel the Wind. All right, friends, to get us ready for our work today, just take a moment to review the main topics chart you see on the screen. We identified several main topics from various sections of text. We said the entire text is all about the wind, that we can use our senses to see, hear, and feel the wind. Wind is made when hot air rises and cold air comes in. The wind can move and push objects, and the wind affects the weather. I want to make sure you understand that reviewing the main topics can help you remember what the text is mostly about. However, to figure out the important message, you have to think about more than just what is in the text. You have to think about what the author wants to teach us. So together, we will explore some questions that will help us think about the important message in the text, Feel the Wind. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Okay, think about this question. What is the wind? What is the wind? Think. Now, share with your learning partner or just say it aloud if your learning partner is not available. What is the wind? Now, I don't know about you, but I remember reading in the text that the wind is moving air, and it is something that we can't see, but we can hear it and feel it. So when I think about the question, what is the wind? I think wind is moving air that we cannot see. Now think, where is the wind? Where is the wind? Think, now share. Here's what I think. I think the wind is all around and it is everywhere. Now, friends, for a more complicated question. What can the wind do? What can the wind do? Think. Now share with your learning partner or just say it aloud. I really wish I could have heard some of the things that you shared. Here are some things that I think the wind can do. I think the wind can knock down trees and damage houses. The wind can help us fly kites and gliders. And the wind gives us power to lift water, grind grain, saw wood, and make electricity. But wow, that is saying a lot. So I wonder if there is a shorter way we can say all of that. Let me think. It seems like we're saying that sometimes the wind helps us, but sometimes the wind can cause damage. So now, let's look at all we have remembered and see if we can figure out what the author is trying to teach us. We said that wind is moving air that we can't see, that wind is everywhere, and that wind can help us, but it can also cause damage. So think, what do you think the author is trying to teach us? What do you think the author is trying to teach us? What is the important message in this book? Think. Now, share your idea with your learning partner or just say it aloud. I bet you have some great ideas about the author's important message. This book has more than one message, and there are a lot of different ways you could have responded, but I'm going to share my idea with you. The important message that I got from this book is even though we can't see it, wind is everywhere, and it is a powerful force. Did you say something like that? I'm sure you did. Okay, friends, if you need to, pause the video to take a moment to stretch or take a quick break. When you're done, unpause the video.